Hello everyone, Jules here. Today I'd like to make a video about a tarot deck that I bought towards the end of last year, which was 2025. So this is my first video for the new year of 2026. So the tarot deck I want to show is the Unifying Consciousness Tarot, and this is by Lori Lytle. Lori, I think it's Lori Lytle, and illustrated by Leo Scopacasa. And here is the box. It's published by Red Feather. It's in a very strong box and it's got a magnetic clasp, and it just opens on the side here. And inside, it looks like this. It's got this beautiful blue rose design. And then you just put the cards in the white part. So the packaging's really good. I really love the packaging. This was a deck that I didn't intend to get. I didn't even see this till towards the end of 2025. And it just caught my eye. And I thought, wow, this is different. And the art is quite original and unique as well. And I wanted to mention the art particularly. Leo Scopacasa is a digital artist. So this is digital collage. And when I show some of the cards, you'll be able to see how beautifully this deck is done. And one thing I want to say about digital collage art, I have noticed a few comments on people's videos where sometimes a deck is shown that is created with digital collage. And a lot of people seem to confuse that with AI art, and digital collage or digital art is not the same as AI art. AI art always has, or nearly always has, it has a different holographic. It's got a very holographic image. It's got a holographic effect quite often. So you can nearly always tell that a deck created by AI looks like it is artificially created by a computer. Whereas with digital art or digital collage, it's created by trained, qualified artists, and it is not the same as AI art, and the art is created and directed by the artist. So I just wanted to make that comment because I don't want comments below my video saying, is this AI? Because I see it quite often on other people's videos, and it's really clear that a lot of the artwork is not AI, it's digital art, and people are thinking, oh, that's AI, but it's not. Okay, that out of the way. Just had to say that. Here is the book, written by Lori Lytle. It's a well-written book. It's quite thick, and I really like the way this has been written. You've got the seeing eye, all-seeing eye on here. It's a bit of a theme in the deck. And I'll show you the back of the cards too. I'll just start before I start showing this. Here's the back of the cards. It's got a Vesica Pisces almond shape with the blue rose on the back, and a flower of life embossing the back. So I hope you can see. You may not be able to pick that up, but it's got like a flower of life embossing on the back, and this beautiful Vesica Pisces blue rose on the back of the cards. And it's got this lovely, really, really lovely edging. It's got a matte finish edging. It's just matte coloured edging. I really love the colour. I love the feel of the cards. It's a very tactile sort of a deck. And I like that the edging, I love the colour of the edging, and I'm glad that it's not gilded because it's not shiny. So I really like that. So I hope you can see that properly with the edging. It's really nice. So that's the edging. Cardstock is good. Cardstock is good. It's got a it's matte with a very light lamination on it. As a matter of fact, I like a little bit more lamination on decks. I really do balk a bit when I balk at cards where the lamination is too light. I don't really like that. Okay, I'll talk about the book first before I'll start showing cards. Now, the book is very well written, as I was saying. This is an extra card, an image of the extra card in the deck called the activation card. So that is card number 22. I'll show that card as well in a moment. So it's got the all-seeing eye again with the blue rose. There are special new spreads in the back of the book created for this deck. You have got the blue rose spread and the all-seeing eye spread, the activation spread, and heart-centered action spread. So I really like that. There's an invocation at the back of the book as well. I really like that too. So it's got coloured pictures for the cards, and there's an activation for the cards. So the activation is a bit like an affirmation, really. So there's an activation for all of the cards with the meaning. So you have the meanings for all of the cards. And with the major arcana, you've got a separate little paragraph that's called interpretation. So it's like an additional meaning for the card. It's got a great introduction because it's which is called the Anatomy of the Unifying Consciousness Tarot. And it's just giving you a really good introduction to the deck. There's actually two introductions, really. One is called the Anatomy of the deck, and the other one is called Meet the Unifying Consciousness Tarot. And, well, the anatomy of the deck is also explaining how if things are a little bit different in the deck, the only thing that's really different in the deck is that there's the extra card 22 for the activation card. And there is the inclusion of some of the Platonic solids are in the book, and some of the images as well. But the only thing that really kind of sets it apart as far as being different is the court cards. With the court cards, you have them renamed, and I really do like the way that's been done. I'm just finding it. Here it is here. Pages are called soul. So it's the soul of the suit. Knights are spirit of the suit. The queens are the heart. so it's heart of the suit, and kings are mind of the suit. So that's one of the main differences. But anyway, I really like the way this book is written. I think it's really great, and it's just a perfect guidebook for the deck. So I really like that. Okay, now to show some of the cards that I particularly like. So here you have the Fool card. And I really like this because instead of seeing the Fool figure, you're actually seeing the white dog who looks a bit like a white wolf and the red feather. So I really like this. You do have a numbering here in the corner, and you've got the title at the bottom. So that's the Fool. The colours show up nice and sharply, nice and sharp. Here is the High Priestess. So this is digital collage. For people who can, I hope this is being picked up on camera properly, but it is different to AI art. I mean, I can see this quite easily as digital collage. I know there might be some people who can't tell the difference, but there are differences. Here is the Hierophant. I like this for the Hierophant. You've got the all-seeing eye at the top, and you've got the two keys for the Hierophant. These are very original images. I really like that. They're very original. That's the other thing that got me in, because I thought, wow, these are really original, unique interpretations of the cards with beautiful art. Here is another really traditional, not traditional. This is a really unique interpretation of the Chariot, and I was going to use the word traditional, where I was going to say it different to the traditional. So you've got the emphasis on the wheel of the Chariot spinning around. You've got the two Sphinx figures at the bottom of the card, but you've got the emphasis on the wheel of the chariot. I really like that. Really like that card. You can see a pyramid on the top of the spinning wheel. I love this Hermit card. I love the way that you have a female figure for the Hermit. You don't see that very often, or you might see a more androgynous looking figure, but this is a female figure for the Hermit, and you have got the beautiful lamp in the middle of the card with the lamp of light. So I really like that for the Hermit. I think that is so different, and really, I mean, these cards are really quite beautiful. I don't think the camera is showing enough of just how beautiful these cards are. This is Justice. And sometimes with the swords, you can see the all-seeing eye as part of the hilt of the sword, of the handle. So I really like this. So that's Justice. Death, the Death card. I really like this Devil card. I love this Devil card. I like the chains that are there in the middle of the card, because I think that is really emphasising the the theme of binding, feeling very bound and limited. I always see that as one of the main meanings of the Devil card, being limited and bound by chains, in this chain effect. So I think this is a really great image for the Devil. The Moon, which is a beautiful wolf. And it's got phases, it's got multiple phases of the moon all around here. So that's very original too. You might see 3 or 4 phases of the moon, but this has got multiple phases of the moon. I really like that. This is a beautiful Judgment card. I'm not a fan of the Judgment card very much. It's usually got religious overtones, but I really like this one. And you've got the star tetrahedron at the top of the card. It's just really beautiful. Really like this for the Judgment card. And here is the activation card, which is card 22. I love the colours in this, beautiful colours. And this is really representing the theme for the whole deck. So that's the activation card. Card 22. Now, to talk about some of the other cards, the minor arcana, which I am looking for, because I do have some here, but I wanted them in order, and I don't know what has happened with the wands, which is really strange. It has not happened to me before, so that does not make sense. That is really odd. Excuse me. So I'm just having a quick look. Sorry about this. I really don't know what happened to the wand cards. I did sort through this before I started. Oh, here, thank heavens. They were hiding. How very strange. That was very, very strange. I'm just trying to figure out what happened there. That is very strange. I have found them. I have had some strange occurrences happening to me lately. I can't figure out what's going on. It must be this deck. There's something strange going on. There is something strange going on. It's okay, I've got them, but I don't know what happened. Do not know what. This deck is really moving around. What a strange occurrence. Okay, sorted. Sorted. Okay, here are the wands that were hiding. Here is the Ace of Wands. So beautiful colours in this deck. So you can see the shoots of leaves on the wands. This is the Seven of Wands, and I really like this one. I really like this. It's very original. It really does look like someone making a stand, which is what the Seven of Wands is about. So this is someone not to be messed with. I really like that for the Seven of Wands. Yeah, that looks great. I really love that. And the Heart of Wands, which is the emphasis on the cat, which is very different too. I like that. The Heart of Wands, the heart is the Queen. So this is the Queen called the Heart of Wands. So I really like that. Now for the cups, here is the Ace of Cups. The collage is very well done. And this is a very original Five of Cups. I like this too. Pretty much the feeling of the Five of Cups. Really beautiful image. Beautiful in the way, you know, you can really see, it's almost got a 3D effect. It's just gorgeous. Quite beautiful. As I was saying, the camera is not picking up all of the depth of the images that are in this. And here we've got the Soul of Cups, which is the page. So this is the Soul of Cups. Really, really beautiful card. So I really like this deck, and I didn't even know about it till towards the end of 2025. I didn't know about it, but I'm glad I found it. Ace of Swords. I think this is really perfect for the the Ace of Swords, because it's really capturing the essence of the energy for the Ace. The Ace of Swords is very airy. You can see the wings at the top above the all-seeing eye. Ace of Swords. And the Two of Swords. And I like this. I really like this for the Eight of Swords. You know, you've got this sort of wrapped sort of effect. You know, you've got this goddess looking figure inside a gilded cage for the Eight of Swords. So that's very original too. Really original image. And the Mind of Swords. And the Mind of Swords, the mind is the King of Swords. So you know, you're seeing this all-seeing eye again. And you've got the owl, or the Mind of Swords, which is a King of Swords. Now for Pentacles. So you've got the Ace of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles. I really love this card. The Three of Pentacles is about craftsmanship, crafting and form. And what better example of that than the bees? The craft of the bees making honey. And pollination, which is one of the most important things in nature. Otherwise there wouldn't be crops and food to eat. So bees are very important. Three of Pentacles. And the last card I'm showing for the deck, the Heart of Pentacles, which is the Queen. The Queen of Pentacles. This is a really beautiful card. Really, really lovely. So that's the Heart of Pentacles, which is the Queen of Pentacles. So that is some of the cards from the Unifying Consciousness Tarot by Lori Lytle, who wrote the book, and illustrated by Leo Scopacasa, Unifying Consciousness Tarot. I really do like this deck. I think it's so well done. I think it's beautiful to look at. I think there are very original images. The book is well written. The cardstock is sturdy. It's good quality. I love the edging. I mean, I just really like this deck. For people who would like something different, something contemporary in style, it's white tarot based, that's obvious. Yeah, I just really like this deck. I think, for people who would like something different, and it's beautiful to look at, but it does have a lot of meaning, and I just think it's a great deck. So that's some of the cards from the Unifying Consciousness Tarot. I will put some details below the video. So thanks for watching on my very first video for 2026. I hope everyone has a good new year. I certainly am hoping for a much better year this year. Then 2025 was not a good year for me at all, but I really do think that this year is going to be, 2026 is going to be a turning point year in a lot of ways, not just for me, but for the world on a global level. It's going to be very much a turning point year. We are at a very important transition point globally, and we're all going to feel that and experience that. It's going to have a very dynamic energy this year. Okay, so thanks for watching. I'll put some details below the video. Thanks for now. Thanks and bye for now.